matchup with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Returning, it's Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Rivers now, the throw on first down. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
On third down, Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 45 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick this one away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it's complete to Antonio Gates. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On play action, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gates has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Play fake. Rivers. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On second down, Rivers again. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Going deep here for Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. And even 50 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Second down, Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
From the gun, Rivers. The quick slant caught, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment.
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On second down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Rivers on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Going deep here for Bryant. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Out of his end zone, Rivers. And that's complete to Gates. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A first down throw here for Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A good pickup there, a 22. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Corey Legion able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A second down throw for Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking downfield for Dick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Benjamin's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. First down, Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They go play action here on first down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing here, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just up in the
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sean Lee from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. To throw is Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
And Beasley with it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He's going to go deep for... Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On play action, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Justin Durant in there to get him for a loss of 5. Play action now. Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.